It's exactly how you're going to revise this half term if you want to get an A-star in A-level physics. There is still time to increase your grade and get your head around the subject because it is so difficult. If you don't know me, my name's Tilly. I got 5 A-stars in my A-level and I'm giving you my top revision tips and tricks every single day until your exams roll around. Be sure to follow me so you don't miss out. Oh, and save this video for later. Number 1, you're probably sick to death of hearing me say it, but you need to print off the specification and rag checklist it. Undoubtedly, there will be topics that you're better at. There are some that are really mathematically, conceptually difficult, and there are some that are less mathematically rigorous. Depending on where your skills lie, you will be good at each of those respectively. Or maybe there's just one topic and you really don't understand it and you are avoiding it. In my opinion, physics is the most conceptually difficult A-level. I really struggle with mechanics. That's just me, and that is where my weaknesses lie. Nevertheless, knowing what you're bad at is step 1. Now, you'll hear for literally any A-level, the best way to get better at the exam is by doing exam practice, especially in subjects like maths and physics. There is no better practice for the exam than the exam itself, and that's absolutely true. But how are you expected to do a question when you have no idea what is going on? It doesn't matter how many exam questions you do, if you have no idea why you're doing what you're doing, you're never going to get the mark. So that's why I recommend using YouTube to help aid your understanding. There are so many YouTubers that can help you with anything in A-level physics, like any of the concepts. The best part is there are so many YouTubers who explain things in slightly different ways, and they will explain things in a different way than your teacher. And just having this can really help you with your understanding. So I would say go and watch a YouTube video if you don't understand something. Make notes that make sense to you and just keep going over it until you can't get it wrong. But then next stage is just obliterate practice paper questions. And by obliterating these past papers and just marking them yourself, you find that in the mark scheme you'll have similar phrases come up again and again, similar questions come up time and time again, and topics come up in specific formats time and time again. You also really need to work on your timings. Those multiple choice questions, if you spend too long on them for the rest of the paper, you're finished. Speaking of exam structure, understand that definitions and memorising equations are easy marks. Like, if you don't know the answer to a question or you don't know how to do it, if you bang down a definition or you bang down an equation, depending on the question, you can probably pick up 1 knowledge mark, 1 AO1 mark. And you can do this through flashcards. Highly recommend using flashcards. Make your own for topics that you struggle with. With topics you're very confident with, I will genuinely just use some flashcards from like an online Anki deck or Quizlet or whatever you use. You don't need to make your own flashcards for topics you're really comfortable with. It might be a bit of a waste of time, and your time would be spent better by actually just doing that active recall. And then finally, if you want an A-star, understand that to get the top marks in the paper, you need to be able to answer the hardest questions. That is obvious.